Hello guys, welcome back again to my channel. As usual, I'm Josie. So today's content is all about this high cost of living across everywhere. But today's video is particularly about Ghanaians living in diaspora and Ghanaians living in Ghana. So there is this either debate or fight because a lot of people are really serious about what they are saying. So I can say that there is some fights going on between Ghanaians living in Ghana and Ghanaians living in abroad. So um, Ghanaians are saying that things are really very high cost of living in Ghana, foodstuffs and everything. The way the price of goods have been going high day in day out, they can't take it anymore, so they are always complaining. And this fight is normally going on Facebook and on TikTok, right? So I've been seeing a lot of videos on Facebook and on TikTok. I cannot show the video here because most of the video they made it in Ghanaian local language, so most of my subscribers will not understand the language. So I'm just here to explain everything and to share my opinion on this one too. So Ghanaians living in diaspora are also saying that things are really costly. They have increased, foodstuffs and everything has been increased. And Ghanaians living in Ghana are also saying that Ghanaians in diaspora don't have the right to complain that things are really hard because they say abroad is heaven, and even if things are really costly over there, they can find their way out because most of them are having three, two um, work to do, and most of them too, their pay is good, even if things are really costly or things are on a high price, they can afford it because they have work to do. They pay them, and most of them too have children, and their children too, they pay them, and even most of them are not working, but the government pay them. So they don't have the right to also say that things are costly. So this thing have generated a lot of confusion between the diasporas and the people and Ghanaians living back home. So my thought is, though we all know that things are really costly everywhere, and I watched a video about UK Prime Minister. He was answering some questions at the Parliament, and some people asked, and they were like, taxes, mortgage, I mean, food prices, everything is really very high in UK. And the Prime Minister said, yes, they know that things are really costly. Taxes, mortgage, everything has been increased. And even in UK, the Prime Minister said, yes, it's because of the crisis is global crisis. So it's not only UK that they are going through this thing. And he can also say that it's because of the war that is going on in UK. If I see that video, I'll just play a little bit of the video for some of the people who doubt that. They said um, either Ghanaian government or Africans shouldn't say that it's because of the war that things are really hard. Yes, it's that the war also attribute to that. But you know, in Africa, we were we were already in our crisis before this crisis came in. So Ghanaians are saying that the people living in diaspora shouldn't also complain, because when Ghanaians said things are really going high in Ghana, and the people living abroad also saying that yes, it's not Ghana alone, everywhere is high, everything is I mean, and Ghanaians in abroad get pissed off because they said most of them, the government is looking after most of them have children which the government are even paying them, so they can't compare themselves to people living in Ghana. Yes, it's true, abroad is better than living in Ghana in terms of, I mean, how you see it. not everybody who have children that the government look after the children or the government give money, because most of the Africans living in diaspora, most of them don't have proper documents. So if you don't have proper documents, you are not going to get anything from the government. And some Ghanaians living in Ghana also say that you can even go for free food. Yes, you can go for free food. If you don't have proper documents, you can't go for the food. And if your pay is high too, you are not qualified to get the food. Because here in Italy, I know that they have certain, I don't know how they call it, but if your code is above that they are looking for, you cannot go for that food. So which means that yes, things have they have increased prices here. So maybe when you are buying bread 2 cedi, now is 3 cedis, which means that prices have been increased. And Ghanaians in diaspora also have the right to also complain that it is not only in Ghana that things are really hard. But what I can say is Ghana is the Ghanaians own is ridiculous because there is no price control. The market women, I mean, they increase price. You can buy things in the morning, in the evening you go, and that same thing they have increased the price. You can buy a trotro in the morning, in the evening, and they have increased the price because there is no law working. So when you come to diaspora, there is law working. So you cannot do anything just like that. You everything is being controlled. But here, Ghana, nothing. I mean, everybody do whatever he or she wants. So Ghanaians own is worse. But what I can say that Ghanaians in diaspora also have the right to also complain that things are really hard or things are really costly or they are also going through the hardship. But in Ghana, it's worse. The way the prices of increase, yes, we know that fuel have been increased, but at least there should be a standard of pricing, not that today you go and buy something, the next two days they have increased that thing. Meanwhile, in within 2 days, fuel prices hasn't been increased. So why should I buy maybe a tin of tomatoes today, then the next 2 days, that same thing has been increased. Meanwhile, the transportation hasn't been increased as. And yes, some people also say it's because of the dollars. Yes, and for some time now, the dollar has been stable. So I can say that it could even be a week that the dollar hasn't been increased. And even if it's increased, I think most of them don't import goods every blessed day. So that when you just say, because the dollar have increased, I went and import things or I brought things because the dollar has been increased, so I have to be increasing. Yes, things are different in Ghana, but some people also do things on their own. So I think the government also have a role to play in this thing. There should be a price control. There should be there is a whole ministry which have to see to it that everything goes on as for some people or for the citizens to be at least somehow okay. So this is what I just want to say, and I just want to know your opinion on this, because Ghanaians in Ghana said Ghanaians in diaspora shouldn't complain because they have everything rosy over there. But it's not like that. Most of them don't even have a proper work. Most of them don't have a fixed work. Most of them they go to the work, they pay them at hand. I mean, there are whole lots of people who are even living on the streets. So it's not everybody who is okay living in diaspora, because we must say that diaspora is their heaven. I mean, abroad is their heaven, and things are really okay over there. Yes, things are really okay, but there are poor people also living in abroad. Even the white people, they are poor people also living on the streets. They are poor people who are white people. So it's not that because you are in abroad, you have everything, and I mean, you can afford everything. There are most of people who have been to abroad for more than 20 years, for more than 30 years, but they can't even boast of a motorcycle. So you see the thing. So everybody has the right to complain. the hardship that they are going through. So anyway, this is the end of the video. I know you get something out of it, and please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you on my next video. Bye bye.